One of our favorite meals that we do is grilled pizza. And people have a hard time believing that you can actually grill pizza, but you can. You just take your pizza dough, roll it out, and you throw it on the grill, close the lid, and hope for the best. And after about 3 minutes, when you open it up, I promise it'll be perfectly charred and wonderful. Just flip it over and start decorating it however you like it. We make our own crust, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's really easy, and it's just a good way to know exactly what's going into your pizza dough. The first thing I'm going to start with is the yeast mixture. That's the main part of the pizza dough. Take really hot water, pour in a packet of yeast and about a half a teaspoon of sugar, and you'll see that it begins to foam up. You can see how nicely that's foaming. It's about an inch of foam on top of that mixture. And then into my food processor, I'm just going to put about 2½ cups of flour and a teaspoon of salt and a little olive oil. Mix it all up together and it'll form a ball of dough. For about 30 seconds, then you can go ahead and get it out. I'm just going to fix a Ziploc bag for it to go in. And I'm going to oil my hands a little bit with a little bit of the olive oil, which is also really good for the hands, and that way the dough doesn't stick. So carefully get around that blade, and I'm just going to scrape the dough out and hope that it all comes off, and it does. And you just kind of coat it with the olive oil that's in your hands, form it into a ball, and just pop it in there. Now that I've got the dough in the bag, I sealed it up, and I'll just put it right here in the sun, a warm place, and I'll let it rise for about 45 minutes or until it doubles. We've tried a lot of different kind of pizzas along the way, but I think our favorite kind is just a pizza margherita. It's simple. It's nothing but olive oil, garlic, mozzarella, fresh, the freshest mozzarella you can get, and a little bit of tomato if you have it or not, and then a handful of chopped herbs. I've got here oregano and basil. So if you can just throw that together, you've got it made. A lot of Americans think the idea behind pizza is to have it thick and doughy and fatty and loaded with all kinds of cheeses and meats. But really, true Italian pizza is nothing more than a flatbread. And we can make pizza with nothing more than olive oil and herbs, olive oil and garlic, maybe a little salt and pepper. So we tend to just be very minimalist about our pizzas here. And usually it's pretty much either a white pizza or a pizza margherita. Okay, let's see how the dough did. It's been sitting for about 45 minutes or so. And it looks like they've about doubled. And I have taken some yellow cornmeal and dusted my pans with it. It's nice, it's not too sticky. It still has a lot of sort of life in it. So I'm just going to turn it and coat it in this cornmeal mixture. Sorry, it's just cornmeal, that's all it is, it's not a mixture. And I'm just going to kind of just let it sit because it's got glutens in it that need to relax a little bit before I can really do much with it. So it'll sit 5 or 10 minutes and then the glutens will relax and we'll be able to roll it out and it'll be a really nice crust. When you make your own. It depends on the weather, the humidity. It can just immediately get holes in it. You can really lose your religion over it, but try not to do that. So I'm just stretching it, I'm just pulling it. I'm trying to be really fragile with it because what we're going to end up doing is just taking it like this and throwing it on the grill. You'll see in a minute.
So this is where the fun begins. This is where I get to take over and put these beautiful pieces of art upon the grill. Just kind of have to manipulate it on there a little bit. Get under it, give it a little puff, and we are good to go. We'll let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we'll be ready to put all of the good, delicious stuff upon it.
Always looking to obscure the most beautiful things. Well, I guess that is your right. Unexplainable emotions push you to the wall, and you're not chasing unattainable light. Blue ocean blue at high noon. The moon is tugging at the sand